Hey y'all, I recently posted a video about asking God to make me a better person and the horrendous time that I went through after that with so many tragic things happening in my life. And a lot of y'all commented on that and told me about similar experiences that y'all had. And some of y'all even direct messaged me and asked me what I learned from that experience. What was my biggest takeaway? So I wanted to share that with you right now. My biggest takeaway and what I learned and what happened through that was I learned to forgive. That was so hard for me, y'all, and it's almost embarrassing for me to say because before all of that happened, I wasn't a forgiving person. And that's embarrassing for me to say. It's not like I was vindictive or anything. It's not like I would take things out on people. I didn't. If I ever felt wronged, I would just kind of keep my distance and just not be as nice to the person I felt wronged me. And that's just not a good way to be. That's like holding on to negativity. It's like taking a sip of poison every day and hoping that it hurts the other person when really it's only hurting ourselves. So what happened was, as I was going through a series of horrendous years, especially after I went through that horrific divorce, I just kept praying and praying that I would learn to forgive. And eventually it was just like one day I woke up and I'd completely forgiven. And it felt so good and so freeing. And I realized, and it was just like a duh moment. I realized that it was so much easier to live happy and to live free of any kind of ill feelings toward anybody else. I ended up making peace with my ex-husband. We're friends now. And I don't hold a grudge at all. And I learned whenever anybody does anything that I might feel that is any kind of a slight, there are always two sides to every story. Actually, three sides. There's their side, my side, and reality. And you have to look at it like that and give the other person the benefit of the doubt. But what really struck me was how much easier it is to live happy than it is to live any other way, and how living any other way just eats into your productivity. But forgiveness was the biggest lesson that I took away from that, and it really made me free. And I wanted to share that with y'all because so many of y'all had asked me, and it made me think back to it. And I thought, I haven't always been this way. I had to go through a series of some horrific things. So if you're going through anything tough right now, think about what lessons you're learning from it and how much better off you're going to be when you get to the other side of it. Nobody likes going through horrible things. It's so hard when you're going through it, but when you get to the other side, something good will have come out of it, and you'll see it when you finish going through what you're going through. I'm Marisa Vallbona. Live inspired.